How's it going, guys? Happy holidays and Merry Christmas. This is Trucker It on my YouTube debut. This is going to be interesting. Peruvian Trucker has asked me to make an appearance to discuss some top-notch Christmas movies, Christmas season movies, because not all the movies on this list are going to be Christmas themed. But without further ado, here we go. Okay guys, so I gotta be honest, I feel a little bit cheap ripping off Scotty the Trucker. He made a list a couple of weeks ago discussing his favorite Christmas movies. But some of the choices he made were questionable. So it had to be done. It had to be done. Not all of these movies are going to be Christmas themed. The good thing about Christmas season, it's mostly, I see it as winter season. So these are good, cozy movies that you can watch with the family. I did no research. I'm just going to babble some of my favorite movies, 10. And we're going to put the poster up here. And maybe a clip or two. And we have to start with the most important, which is my competition. Sadly, there is no Addams Family Christmas movie. But we got to pick up the next best thing, which is the Monsters Family Christmas. And it's more of a guilty pleasure movie. It's not a great film. But you really can't go wrong with the Monsters.
I thank you.
Now we move to number 9. A Christmas classic. How can you not watch this movie on Christmas? The original Die Hard.
Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
Bruce Willis, bullets flying, hostages. What else do you want for Christmas?
Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho.
We're gonna move to number 8, and this was a tough choice. I was between Coming to America and Trading Places, both with Eddie Murphy. And how can you go wrong with any of those two movies in winter/Christmas season? But I had to make a choice, and the winner is Trading Places with Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd. And do I even need to sell this movie? It's Eddie Murphy at his best.
I can see! I can see! I have legs! I have O's!
It's just a great comedy. Moving to number 7. This is a Christmas movie. Arguably one of the best Christmas movies. And I had to put it in the list because why not? Now, Scotty the Trucker did mention this one, and I 100% agree with this choice, and that is Polar Express. Polar Express is just a damn good movie. It's a shame that there's no live action version of this, but at the same time, I understand that, technically it probably wouldn't be achievable. Maybe in 2022, with all the technology they have in movies, it could be done, but for its time, and even today, it holds up as a great Christmas movie. A lot of heart, a lot of emotion, great characters. Just can't go wrong with Polar Express. Okay, number 6. I have to agree with Scotty the Trucker to a degree on this one. He mentioned Home Alone. Now, Home Alone is a wonderful movie. It's hilarious, good, action-packed fun, innocent to a degree, for the entire family.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. And a Happy New Year.
But he chose the wrong Home Alone. Now, I gotta be honest with you guys. Growing up, I was a huge fan of Home Alone 3. I just liked the idea of the RC car with the camera and a couple of stunts they had with that. But Home Alone 2 is the better film in the franchise. You know, they just took everything from Home Alone 1 and dialed it up to 11. They brought new cast with Rob Schneider, whatever the name of the hotel manager is, I can't remember. He was in Clue as well. Also, Donald Trump's in it. But yeah, great movie overall. Like, Kevin had an entire house in construction or renovation to build a bunch of pranks. I really like that movie more than the first one. Mm-hmm. Oh, and there's also this scene. Which haunted my dreams when I was a child. Okay, so now we are at number 5. And this is going to be a romantic comedy or a romantic movie. Now, I had a couple of choices, and I was leaning into The Holiday because it's a really good movie. But, you know, my girlfriend introduced me to that movie. My ex-girlfriend. So there was no way I was going to pick that one. So that left me with one choice, the ultimate choice, and that is Love Actually. Love Actually is a wonderful movie. Great cast, incredible cast really, with a bunch of good actors including Keira Knightley, Bill Knight, Hugh Grant, and a bunch more. What's in it? Colin Firth. Great cast, and it's a good, funny, romantic movie. Perfect for the holiday season. That one is R-rated. The British are good at that. I wouldn't. Don't watch it with your kids.
A lot of kids watching, Billy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, moving to number 4. We have another Christmas classic. One of my favorite movie or film franchises out there, and that is A Christmas Vacation. I am a huge fan of National Lampoon's Vacation. I actually watched that. Well, obviously that was my introduction to the franchise.
Well, I'll tell you something. This is no longer a vacation. It's a quest. It's a quest for fun. I'm gonna have fun, and you're gonna have fun.
And as a kid, I didn't realize that it was R-rated, and I watched it in Spanish, and it was a censored version. But yeah, Chevy Chase is just amazing. Every time he loses it, it's incredible.
It's good.
Yeah. Okay, now moving into number 3, we have the Santa Claus. And how can you go wrong? Again, there's so many Christmas movies. How can you go wrong with Tim Allen turning into Santa Claus? Almost like a werewolf. It's just a great movie. You know, good comedy, good characters. They ruined it with the third one. I believe that up to the second Santa Claus, they were in the right track. But yeah, apparently there's going to be a remake coming out, so I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully they'll fix it. But great movie, yeah. Okay, and we're in number 2. And this is going to be the last Christmas movie on the list because my choice for number 1 is inevitable. But number 2 is my favorite Christmas movie of all time, guys. And what's better in Christmas than Arnold Schwarzenegger? No, I'm asking you, what's better? If you don't know, it's not The Terminator, of course. It's not Kindergarten Cop, which is a wonderful movie as well. It had to be Jingle All the Way. There is no better Christmas movie than that. You can't beat that accent in Christmas.
Put that cookie down now!
Arnold Schwarzenegger running around town trying to find a present.
Give me this. Hey! This is war. Yeah!
Running into the same police officer, becoming Turbo Man in the end. The kid from Star Wars is in it. Just a great movie. Yeah, and if you have kids, they will love that movie. Just make sure you got a present for them because... Actually, never mind. If you didn't get a present for them, it's all the better because they should expect it after watching that movie. They should also expect for you to become a superhero, but no. Okay, and now before we hit number 1, which is the ultimate movie experience any time of the year, we got some honorable mentions. So for our honorable mentions, we have 5 movies. And we're going to start with my least favorite one. And I'm going to agree with Scotty the Trucker. And that is It's a Wonderful Life. It's a Wonderful Life is considered a Christmas classic. And I understand why it is a Christmas classic. But it's 95 minutes of misery for 2 minutes of happiness. And it's not really my cup of tea these days. So I just had to get it out of the way in case, there's any fans of that movie. Now for the last 4 honorable mentions, we're going to do 2 Tim Burton movies and 2 Jim Carrey movies. Because you really can't go wrong. Tim Burton has some odd choices when it comes to visuals and very creative storytelling. But they always carry some heart. Even Beetlejuice. But we'll save Beetlejuice for some other list. I'm not that crazy, guys. Okay, number 4 in our honorable mentions is A Christmas Carol. And yes, I have to agree with Scotty the Trucker on that one. It's a great movie. It's just one of the better interpretations of A Christmas Carol. And again, Jim Carrey, so you can't really go wrong with that. Okay, moving to number 3, another Jim Carrey movie, and that is The Grinch, because I grew up watching The Grinch, guys. It's a guilty pleasure. You can't go wrong with that echo scene.
I'm an idiot! You're an idiot!
And also the dog is just sweet in that movie. What was his name? Max, I think.
All right. You're a reindeer. Here's your motivation.
Okay, and now we move to our last 2 honorable mentions, and these are Tim Burton movies. We have Edward Scissorhands, because I just love that movie. Again, Tim Burton with his style is strange at times. He's very creative with his art, but all of his movies carry some emotional weight to them. And Edward Scissorhands is just, a good love story. Can't go wrong with that. Also, Johnny Depp's in it. So, especially after 2022, that guy deserves some love.
Objection calls for hearsay.
And then our final honorable mention, again, Tim Burton, is Big Fish. Once again, his creative vision is tricky at times, but the message behind his stories is always wonderful. So those are our honorable mentions. And now for the best Christmas movie, holiday movie, basically the one movie that you can never go wrong with any day of the year is, drum roll please, Back to the Future, guys. Because how can you go wrong with Back to the Future? 3 amazing, witty, sci-fi, feel-good movies. It's no surprise that I'm a huge Back to the Future fan. That movie has so much going for it. It's my favorite movie of all time. I've watched it 1,000 times, and I'll watch it 1,000,000 times more. And if you doubt me on that, here's a clip of my grandma complaining about Back to the Future.
Ya pues, hay que volver al futuro. Oye, ¿por qué?
No,
¿Pero no te gusta?
era bonita, es bonita, pero no voy a verla 20,000 veces, no.
Pero te apuesto que ya ni te acuerdas cómo es.
La verdad que no me acuerdo, pero tampoco la voy a ver.
So, again, that's my list. I want to thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments what are your favorite movies for the holidays or Christmas. And I will catch you on the next one.